Hello everyone. In today's video we are going to discuss a very important topic, and that is suicide. In 2025 alone, the first 6 months of 2025, 444,536 suicide have been recorded worldwide. Yes, in 2025 alone, close to 500,000 suicide have been recorded. So I have made a video in the past about anxiety and depression, how to cure anxiety and depression, and the tricks. So now it's somewhere on my YouTube channel. So now I'm going to talk about suicide, the tendencies of people that are suicidal. Is things, the tricks you can apply in your daily life if you are going through that episode. The tricks you apply in your daily life to escape from depression, suicidal thoughts, or even anxiety. So in this video I want to make a video that even if one person, it will impact one person, I'll consider it a success. So now, the underlying cause that leads to depression or suicidal thoughts comes with a lot of factors. Nobody can actually say this is A, B, C, D, what causes it. But one thing I can guarantee you that is the leading cause of depression, suicidal thoughts, and all that comes with it is environment. Your environment, where you are. All right, what do I mean? You are a young man. Your life is go to work, come back, watch TV, go to work, come back. You don't have friends. You do this every day. You don't have a social life. You don't have friends to talk to. This is the pattern, year after year. At some point, you start to experience brain fogginess. From there, you start to experience anxiety, depression, and the worst case scenario, suicidal thoughts. So, what can you do? Well, I'll recommend one thing and one thing only. Leave that environment. Move to a different place that is not close to or similar to where you used to live. Change your life. It might be difficult because I had this conversation with somebody the other time. They said, "Oh, well, who's gonna pay my bills?" No. If you are alive, you pay your bills, right? So you are having a mental breakdown. You are actually dying. You see yourself fading away. The biggest wake-up call you can do is to turn things around. And how can you turn things around? That's what I'm here to tell you. So now, we know there are people that are, you can't really tell who is suicidal or not. Actually, people that have suicidal tendencies tend to be the most happiest people in the room. They will come to a room and light up the room. They waste a lot of energy trying to make everybody happy, and they usually succeed when they come to the suicidal people and make the best comedian. They give one punch, like their joke is on point. They make everybody happy. They make everybody feel alive. But the thing is that when they do those things and go home, nobody checks on them because they exhausted all their energy, all their happiness, all their effort to make you guys laugh, and you guys are laughing, happy, go home, and then when they go home, they stay alone, stare themselves in the mirror and say, "What am I doing?" And then fighting these demons, and nobody actually know. That's why sometimes when you end up hearing them, they took their life, and they say, "Oh wow, but he's always happy. We didn't know." He's like, no, that's who they are. So now, I'm speaking for those now. Forget about outsiders. You, that is, if you are going through the severe depression or suicidal thoughts. Let's say you live in America. Leave everything behind. Quit that job if you can. Whatever money you saved up, travel to a different country. I recommend Africa. It helped me, and it helped other people too. There's something about Africa that brings life into you. I have said it before, the same thing I said about anxiety people and depression. And I'm saying if you are having a suicidal thought, or your brain is not really, you feel like you're losing it, don't go to vacation to places that looks like where you are. Don't go to Vegas. Pack your bags, go to Africa. Step your foot in African soil. Live among the people. Whichever country you choose to go to Africa, whether it's Kenya, Tanzania, Nigeria, Morocco, don't go to Morocco. Any sub-Saharan Africa. Just something that is similar, but not the same, like where you're from, or totally different. Because this thing does something to a brain. It does something to brain that, because your brain has been conditioned in this way all your life, and your brain is bored of it, weak, tired, non-functional. But when you go to Africa, there's no other continent like Africa. Europe and America looks the same. Asia and Europe kind of look similar. So, but Africa have its own different identity. So when you go to Africa, what your brain does is that a new adventure, curiosity. It keeps your brain excited, happy. You don't even think about depression anymore. Your brain doesn't go to a very dark place that it can't function properly, and then it takes a toll on your body and state of mind. Your brain is seeing this new place, wandering, excited, want to see. So that's what your brain does to you when you go to Africa. If you are having this cloudy brain you have in the West, I recommend go to Africa. I'm not saying this because I'm a therapist, or no. It have worked for me, and it have worked for others. And when you're going, whatever medication they tell you, let's say for those of you that are on medication, whether Zoloft, whatever, gabapentin or whatever medication you have with you, have your medication with you. But I guarantee you, once you step foot in Africa, you're not gonna need that medication. I am a testimony of that, and I will tell you a quick story. It's gonna be quick. I have when I was in Ghana in 2016, I was running a business, a cafe business. Later sold some part of the equipment to another cafe company, and that's a different story for another day. I think I've told the story here on this channel. I don't know, but the story that I'm about to tell you is that about a lady. She's Dutch, she's from Netherlands. Her mom is from Netherlands. Her dad is from Ghana, so she haven't been to Ghana all her life. So she went to school. She become a grown woman. She says she started working and going to support herself through school at 18. So all this time, at that time, she's around 24. I think she told me 24, 25. Yeah, something around there. So she told me that she's been going through, depression, identity crisis, a lot of stuff. She was telling me that she was on Xanax, because over there you can get it randomly. She was on Xanax. So now, at the point, she said she don't want to be taking this medication anymore, but she don't know how to stop. So somebody recommended her let's let them travel to Africa. She didn't want to go, but because of the fact that her dad is Ghanaian, so she said okay, she want to go just for 2 weeks. So if that 2 weeks turned to 3 months, 4 months, why? Because coming to Africa made her stop taking her anxiety and depression medication. So it gives her something different that she don't know. She came to Africa to stay 2 weeks. From there, extended her flight to the point she cancelled, her flight and stayed. So I told her, but eventually we'll go back to Netherlands. She said, yeah, but she just want to know, you know, if this that she's feeling. The reason why she want to go to Ghana, go back to Netherlands, she want to know if it's Africa or, like if she go back to the Netherlands, if it will continue the episode of the depression, anxiety. That's the reason why she want to go back. I said, okay, that's good. And I told her my story too, similar. So Africa gives you something that is different mentally, because one thing about your brain is that if your brain is conditioned in a toxic environment, it will take a toll on you. That's when depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts, all that stuff comes in. But if you move yourself away from that environment, moving away from that environment have nothing to do with from one state to another. If you move, it's like if you move from LA to San Diego, it's still the same thing. Move yourself away totally from environment that is not even similar to what you used to. Your brain will reset. Your brain will, because it's something that environment that they are not used to. So it gives you reason to start living again. So that's the trick. I have worked for me and have worked to this lady that I told you. And I know when I talked about traveling, how traveling cure depression and anxiety on this channel, some people actually agreed on what I said. The video is on this channel. You can check it out. So I recommend it for people that are having suicidal thoughts. Change your environment. Move away from some things that you are used to. Give your life something different. That will make your brain more excited again. Your brain will say, whoa, this is different. But if you continue being in that dark cloud, over medicating yourself so your brain will be normal, it will not. At some point, you will fry your brain to the point that you'll be useless. You understand? So, moving yourself from environment that is totally different from what you know actually help in mental problems. So, yeah, I think I've kind of mentioned things that I think will be valid for you guys to think about. So if you have anything else or any question you want to ask, leave your comment on the comment section and leave your question on the comment section. All right. See you on the next one.